MadBhagavad, Chapter-17, Shraddhatraya-Vibhaga Yoga, the three divisions of material existence. Verse 1. Arjuna said, O Krishna, what of those who transgress the injunctions of the Vedic scriptures, but perform sacrifices possessing faith? Is the conviction of those to be in goodness, passion, or ignorance? Lord Krishna, the possessor of all opulences, said, the faith of the embodied manifests in three ways: goodness, passion, and nescience, conforming unto the impressions of past life experiences. Now hear verse 3. The faith of everyone comes according to the perceptions of the mind. O Arjuna, the living personality is the embodiment of faith. One is identified but by whatever faith one has. Verse 4. Those in goodness worship the demigods. Those in passion worship the demoniac. Other persons in nescience, the spirits of the dead and ghosts. Verse 5 and 6. Indiscriminate persons who out of pride, false ego, and lust torture the combination of the five material elements comprising the body, and me as well, residing within the body, by ostentatious displays of bodily and mental prowess, enacting ghastly practices against the ordinances of the Vedic scriptures, understand them as confirmed demons. Verse 7. There are three kinds of food dear to everyone. Similarly, also for performance of sacrifices, austerities, and charities. Now hear the difference between them. Verses 8, 9, and 10. Foods which promote life, vitality, strength, health, happiness, and satisfaction, which are succulent, juicy, nourishing, and pleasing to the heart, are dear to one in goodness. Foods which are very bitter, very salty, very sour, very hot, very pungent, very dry and burning, causing unhappiness, misery, and disease, are palatable by one in passion. That food which is stale, tasteless, putrid, decomposed, foul, and impure, as well as the leavings of others, is dear to one in nescience. Verse 11. The performance of sacrifice, which is executed according to the ordinances of the Vedic scriptures by those not hankering for fruit of rewards, with the firm conviction that it is a matter of one's duty to do, is in the nature of goodness. But understand, O Arjuna, that sacrifice which is executed motivated by fruitiveness, ostentatiously for material benefit, is in the nature of passion. Verse 13. Performance of sacrifice contrary to the ordinances of Vedic scriptures, without distribution of authorized and prescribed foodstuffs, unaccompanied by recitations of the appropriate Vedic hymns, without charity to the holy ones, and without any faith, is considered to be the nature of nescience. Verse 14. Worship of the Vedic authorized deity form of the Supreme Lord, the Brahmanas, the spiritual master, and men of wisdom, cleanliness, simplicity, celibacy, and non-violence to any living entity is declared austerity of the body. Verse 15. Truthful speech, which is inoffensive to others, pleasing and beneficial, as well as regular recitation of the Vedic scriptures, is declared austerity of speech. Verse 16. Serenity of thought, compassion, gravity, self-control, purity of purpose, all these are declared austerity of the mind. Verse 17. These three kinds of austerities, when practiced without hankering for fruit of rewards, by devout persons of ardent faith, is designated as being in the nature of goodness. Verse 18. That austerity which is performed ostentatiously for the sake of gaining respect, honor, adulation, and reward, is unstable and unenduring in this world, and is stated as of the nature of passion. Verse 19. That austerity which is performed by the whims of the foolish, causing pain to oneself, or for the harm of others, is described as of the nature of nescience. Verse 20. Charity which is given without consideration of anything in return, at a sanctified and holy place, and at an astrologically auspicious time, given as a matter of duty to one qualified. That charity is regarded as of the nature of goodness. Verse 21. But the charity which is given with expectation of some return, or desiring some result, or moreover with reluctance, is understood as of the nature of passion. That charity which is given disrespectfully and scornfully at an inappropriate place and time to one unworthy is described as of the nature of 23. Om Tat Sat, the eternal transcendental sound vibration of the ultimate consciousness, the threefold representation known to indicate the ultimate truth. In ancient times, the Brahmanas, the Vedic scriptures, and the performance of sacrifice were ordained. Verse 24. Therefore, in accordance to the ordinances of the Vedic scriptures, duties based on sacrifice, charity, and austerity by followers of Vedanta and the ultimate truth always begin well by pronouncing Om, the eternal transcendental sound vibration of the ultimate consciousness. Verse 25. For persons seeking liberation, uttering Tat signifies the performance of sacrifices, austerities, and the duty of bestowing charity without desiring any of the fruits of the act. Verses 26 and 27. O Arjuna, the word Sat, representing the eternal, is designated to signify the all-pervading existence of the ultimate truth. In this way, the sound Sat, representing the eternal, utilized for all auspicious activities. Being established in the performance of sacrifice, austerities, and charities, is described also by the word Sat. Also, action solely meant for the satisfaction of the Supreme is also indicative by the word Sat. Verse 28. O Arjuna, offering oblations, enacting charity, austerities, and anything else performed without faith is declared as counterproductive in this world and in the next. Thus ends the Sri Bhagavad Gita Trust translation of MadBhagavad Gita, Chapter 17, entitled Shraddhatraya-Vibhaga Yoga, the Three Divisions of Material Existence.